Okay. I don't like filming with my glasses on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, mainly ladies. Welcome to another episode of Morning Tea. This week's tea is green tea, iced green tea. I am whitening my teeth, so I have to not drink tea or things that stain my teeth, and that is not possible for me, so I'm drinking out of a straw as is recommended. I wish that's not what morning tea is about. Morning tea is not about an update on my life. So let's get into the first topic. Okay, this Sunday I watched Black Girls Rock. Hey! Hashtag Black Girls Rock. Okay, so Black Girls Rock is basically a award show or a movement that was developed by somebody named Beverly. I don't know her last name because I didn't do my due diligence. It was an award show on BET, sponsored by BET and CoverGirl and Target. Say that I am not impressed with CoverGirl Queen Collection. I'm not impressed with it. They don't even make my skin tone. I don't understand if you are trying to reach a black demographics and you want black people to wear your CoverGirl and you don't even make a color that's dark enough for me. It's so offensive. It was a really good show. Oh my gosh, Sheila E. opened the show, guys. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That song has been my jam since it came out, and it probably came out when I was 4. Has been my effing jam.
She wants to lead the glamorous life she don't need. A man's touch, she wants to lead the glamorous life without love. It ain't much.
I feel like that is my life's motto. I want to lead the glamorous life. I don't need a man's touch, but without love, it ain't much. Like I feel like that's you guys. I was going through my Facebook back in 2012. I was going back through my 2012 Facebook, and I was so fabulous in New York City in 2012 and 13. Like all of my posts were funny. Like I was just a better Wahama in 2011, 12, and 13 in New York City. And now I'm not. I'm a shell of that person in the IE in 2015. That's not what this morning tea is about. I am digressing because I'm feeling all of the feelings right now. Okay, Black Girls Rock. Michelle Obama was sitting next to Cicely Tyson. Like, I mean, I'm sure both those women were excited to even like, I'm excited. I think, like, that, whew. I mean, it was such a great event. Like, the hosts were Tracee Ellis Ross and Regina King, who looked, I mean, they both looked amazing. Both outfits. They had an outfit change halfway through the show. Tracee Ellis Ross was wearing this, like, black catsuit situation that I was just like, I need that in my life. And then Regina King had some short, like, romper situation that was, like, a bronzy gold. It was so cute. And I just finished watching 2 episodes of 227 the other day, and Regina King was giving me life. Regina King has been doing this since she was, like, 14. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was good then. Like, I love me some Regina King. And she's directing now. Like, yes, girl, yes. Oh, the band was all women. Sheila E. had, like, some saxophone players behind her, and they were, like, amazing. Sheila E. was, like, I mean, she lost the stick. She got a new one. When she was done, she was in her 4-inch platform heels. She was stomping around, and I was just like, yes, girl. Yes, I was feeling every second of that opening. It was so beautiful. Oh, Janelle Monáe came out to present the award to Erykah Badu, and, like, I mean, guys, if you are someone who's an Erykah Badu fan, you know that your evolution is Janelle Monáe, right? Janelle Monáe is the evolution of Erykah Badu. I was listening to Baduism the other day, and, like, you guys, Baduism and Mama's Gun, like, those 2 albums, like, I just want to cry right now because those 2 albums got me through so much. Now, I'm like, I pick my friends like I pick my fruit. Like, I learned early in life that you have to do that or else you get, like, burned. And, like, my soul flies free like a willow tree. Do we? It's like, I feel like she was, like, what I needed. She's, like, she was what I needed at that time to, like, help me form as a human being. And then Nadia Lopez won an award for change agent. She is, she's a principal in Bronxville, Brooklyn, and she calls her students scholars. Like, she has a school, it's called Mott something or other, and she calls her students scholars. She doesn't call them students or kids. She's like, my scholars know that they can be anything they want. I hope that all of my scholars are going to be the next president, the next council members, the next, you know, scientists, my scholars are going to rule the world. And I'm like, right on, sister, like, live your life. Then Tatiana Ali came out, and her outfit was amazing. I just love pantsuits. I want pantsuits. That's all I want. Jill Scott came out and sang the shit out of this song that I have to figure out where it is or what it is, and I'm sure it's on an album that I own but I've never listened to. I mean, she was giving me like classic Diana Ross, like 70s silver silhouette. Like, first I thought it was a pantsuit, but it wasn't. It like hugged the hips and then came in at the bottom. It was like a mermaid tail. I mean, I was just social humanitarian. There was Dr. Helene Gale. She worked for the CDC in the beginning of her career, and then she started working for the Bill Gates Foundation, and she's just all about, like, she started off as a pediatrician, and then like she just blossomed into this like doctor, like, who wanted to like heal women, heal children in impoverished nations, and like do all this stuff that like when I think of people who are humanitarians and like who like build foundations and like go to school for a long time and then get money to fund things to help people in other countries, I'm just like, you guys are what we need, because I'm not that person, and I feel so guilty that I'm not that person. You know, like, I'm glad that you exist because you make humankind better. And that's what Dr. Helene Gale like does. Like, so Will Smith came out and presented for Jada, and Jada gave like a dynamic speech, and Willow was there looking a little weird. I don't know why. I think her makeup, I didn't like her lipstick. I wasn't feeling it, but you know, like, I really think that I love their relationship as mother and daughter. I think it's beautiful. I can't wait to see what Willow Smith does for us. I hope it's like, I hope she does some good stuff in the future. I'm like rooting for her. And I also love the way they had men, this is such a little detail, but whenever somebody came up on stage, they had men standing there to help the women up. And it was like kind of like, oh, strong black men helping women. Like, it was nice. Because, you know, black men really don't support black women on the internet the way they should. I mean, they do, but I feel like whenever I get support from a black male, it's always talking about my beauty as opposed to my intellect, or always talking about my skin tone, like as a fetish, as opposed to like my intellect. Sometimes I feel like when black men are supporting black women, they're objectifying them at the same time, and I'm just not interested in that, you know? Like, I'm not interested in the fact that you're sexually attracted to me. Like, I don't care. But anyways, I think that's a whole other topic. Maybe it's not a whole other topic. This is a rhetoric that I subscribe to as well. The idea that, and this was on Being Mary Jane, which is a great segue, because Being Mary Jane is like my lifeline right now. And I never thought I would be in love with a BET show like this. Marsha Akil something, I don't know her name, but I gotta look it up. I feel so bad. I don't know anybody's name, but the woman who produces and writes for Being Mary Jane, and there's CoverGirl again. Like, CoverGirl is everywhere. Like, if you guys watch Mary Jane, you know at the end of it, it's like a CoverGirl like timeout with Marsha Akil Brock or something like that. And I'm just like, CoverGirl, like,
you don't even make my color, CoverGirl. You don't make my color, and I don't take you seriously until you make my color.
Anywho, I just get so annoyed. Anyways, I just feel like they're fake. I feel like CoverGirl is a fake, phony black brand. Like, they're trying to like dip into the black market, and I don't even think their product is good anyway. I don't think it's good in general, but then they're trying to dip into this product, and they don't even have the audacity to carry my skin tone color. This is like an angry morning tea. Whatever, I don't care. It's how I'm feeling. These are my emotions. Being Mary Jane. Okay, so Being Mary Jane is a great show. It's evolved so much. They're talking about current issues, and the thing that is really great about it is if you're watching it, whenever she has panelists that are black, they're all not actors. Like, she's really getting the people who are doing this thing. Like, she had Michaela Angela is it Michaela Angela Johnson? I don't know her last name, but it's Michaela Angela something. She had her on the show. She had, as a panelist, she had India Ari as a panelist. They were all on the show, and then two other people whose name I don't know, or one other person whose name I don't know. And they were talking about the support that black men do not give black women when black women are attacked on social media or on the internet. Black women like rally when a black man gets shot. We rally and like write articles. We rally when that man, Adrian Peterson, maybe I think his name, that football player who beat his baby in the scrotum with a stick, like, who like, yeah, that's fucking child abuse. Like, Yes, Adrian Peterson, you should be in trouble. He was a 3-year-old. You don't whip a 3-year-old with a stick. I don't care if you're Southern or not. So, but some black woman wrote this whole article about how, it's slavery, it's subliminal, it's the way we were taught as people to discipline our kids in the harshest manner, because otherwise they'd die out in the streets if we didn't discipline them in the house. She wrote this whole article about that, supporting this man who abused his child. And I'm not against her or against him or whatever, but I'm saying there was support. And black men don't do that for women. And we need to feel supported by our black men. I want to feel like Michelle Obama. I feel like Barack Obama supports Michelle. Don't you feel that? I feel like he supports her. I feel like he loves her. Maybe it's because I love him. I don't like Gabrielle Union's makeup. Does anybody else notice that her makeup looks weird and ashy on her? It's like it's too light or something. Or the lighting makes her look gray and light gray. It's very weird. I feel like her makeup is a mask. I don't know if it's just so heavy that it's like a mask and they don't build it back up the way it needs to go, or there's no dimension to it. Because I see the shadow. Like I see not the shadow, I see the contour in her. And I see her eyebrows, because her eyebrows are like black. I don't know, I don't like it. And I have not liked it for a while, and I've not said anything about it because I felt like I was being like weird. But I don't like her makeup. Yeah, so Black Girls Walk was great. Michelle had a speech at the end of it that was wonderful. She talked about the fact that yes, she had supportive parents. Yes, she lived up to her potential as a woman, but there were times of doubt. There were definitely moments where she maybe felt too tall or asked too many questions or knew too many answers. It was so exciting to have her there. I mean, I feel like this first lady, and I'm biased for sure, but I feel like this first lady has made herself available to the public in a way that no other first lady has ever made herself available. And I think the deal is that because she's African American and she's strong and she's intelligent and she had her own career in her own right, that it's important for her to be out there just as much as Barack is, because she is leading the torch for a generation and for a group of people. Whereas Barbara and Laura Bush weren't that. They weren't leading anything for women. They weren't pioneers the way Michelle is. But Reagan's wife was like that. She was one of the, why can't I remember her name? I don't want to call her Reagan's wife like she's not a fucking person. Nancy Reagan. And then before her, Eleanor Roosevelt, So I really feel like Michelle Obama is part of that, the legacy of the strong first ladies who really invoke change and are kind of leading the nation by example and are just so much more in the public, and we see her as a dynamic character and not just a supporter of the office, you know what I'm saying? Another person who got awarded was Ava DuVernay. Can't remember what the title of her award was, but she got up there and she spoke eloquently, and I mean, it was just Erica. I mean, they were all the women who were honored. Jada Pinkett Smith, like all the women who were honored, just got up there. Their speeches were beautiful. I'm getting goosebumps even thinking about it right now, and it inspires me, and it makes me want to be as great as them and work as hard as them and have the discipline that they have. And I hope that I can aspire to that, and I have to figure it out. Guys, like if you want to aspire to more, you have to have the discipline, and you really have to get down to brass tacks and write down what it is that you want and have those daily affirmations and make sure you stick to it. And even if there's some days that you don't stick to it and you go off the rails, to know that you can come back on and you can persevere and you can move through. And that is really what Black Girls Rock taught me. There's a movement now that's like White Girls Rock, and I just don't understand the desire. That's not true. I understand the desire for white women or white people or people in general whenever there's like a hashtag black blah blah blah, for them to hashtag all people matter or hashtag white girls rock. But I just think it's so tacky, and I need for them to stop. I need for them to stop. Like, it's obvious that white girls matter or white girls rock because we are taught that all the time. You're taught that. So that's all I have to say on this episode of Morning Tea. I hope you guys learned something. I'm a little all over the place, and I apologize for that. But I'm feeling all the feels these days, so it's coming out to you guys. Okay, thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Bye!